I am the fire, and so are you. I had a vision the other day that my body was engulfed in flames, but I wasn't consumed by the fire. I used that fire to connect with people and fan the fire within. You see, we can all relate because we have desires and passions that burn. Positive passions and negative passions. So essentially, what I'm talking about is energy. I did a little bit of research, and I found out that the word passion comes from a Greek word that means to suffer. But if we just took the word passion and broke it down into two separate words, you would get pass and ion. Interestingly enough, encompassed in this word passion is this idea of passing it on, sharing it, expressing it, if you will. And on the other side, we get ion. Now, without making it scientifically complex, an ion is an atom that has a certain charge to it, a positive charge or a negative charge. What type of charges are we attracting into our life? Let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever encountered somebody that can suck the energy right out of a room? Anybody ever felt this before? Right? It sucks, literally, right? But even if you like this person, you know that it's so distinct, it's so unique, it's so specific that you just can't be around them. You don't want to be in that space. I'll never forget. It was 2007. I was at McMaster University in Hamilton, and I was so excited because I was getting ready to launch a movement that a friend of mine and I had been working on for quite some time. It's forever etched in my memory what brought us to that day. See, I was sitting with a good friend of mine. His name is Russell King. And we're both lyricists, we're both MCs. We love to share lyrics and stuff like that. So we're sitting at his table, and Russell goes, "I am a king. So understand my dreams before you speak to me. People everywhere actually coexisting equally." And he was trying to continue with his rhyme and stuff like that. And I was like, "Russell, stop. Stop. That is the most brilliant acronym for peace that I've ever heard in my entire life." I started getting excited, right? I'm like, "Yo, we need stickers. We need t-shirts. We need a website. We need a whole peace movement." So there I was, 2007, McMaster University. I was setting up our merchandise table with our brand new shirts, fresh off the press. And a gentleman comes over, looks at the shirt, starts reading it out loud. People everywhere, actually, coexisting equally. Too bad it will never happen. Now, you see, in that moment, when my passion was being challenged, I had a choice to make. What type of energy was I going to greet him with? Was I going to go against what the shirt said and give him a different type of peace, like a piece of my mind? Or was I going to become a piece of peace? So I looked at him, I smiled, and I said, "That's exactly why we're here." You see, we look up to Jesus. We look up to Gandhi. We look up to Mother Teresa. We look up to Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and so many other freedom fighters that have gone before us. But in that moment, when my passion was challenged, I found out what I was willing to stand up for. I found out what I was willing to defend despite opposition, criticism, cynicism. I chose to radiate in the frequency of peace. That is the motion, that is the energy that I choose to broadcast on. So everywhere I go and everyone I meet, I walk and I talk in the rhythm of peace. So everywhere I go and everyone I meet, I walk and I talk in the rhythm of peace. I feel we need more energy awareness. We need to be aware of how our energy is affecting not only ourselves, but the rest of people around us. the world. We need more energy accountability. We need to be accountable for the type of charges that we're attracting with our passions into our life. I want us to make a conscious decision. My challenge to all of us here is, let's try and increase those positive charges. Now look, nothing is perfect, no one is. But when we try our best and do our best, we leave the rest. And that's truly how I feel, that we could really all become a piece of peace. And actually, maybe one day, become people everywhere, actually coexisting equally. Never let anything put out your fire. Thank you.